Alright, so as usual, we got the top 16. One top 16 match just to get you guys all prepped and ready for the top 8, which will be beginning shortly. It shouldn't be too much of a break soon, because I think there was a bit of a mishap. Yeah, there was a bit of a mishap in this part of the bracket where I think one of the participants forgot that there was actually a losers bracket, so they thought they were out and they didn't realize it was double elimination. So yeah, we had to wait a bit of time, but I think after this one we should be able to move straight on to top 8. There shouldn't be any breaks in between.
Has there ever been a single elimination bracket in a fighting game tournament? I've never seen one.
Street Fighter tournament so far, yeah, with a single elimination bracket. But yeah, maybe it was I don't know, maybe it was just the good old salt, the old rage quit from the tournament. They were still in, they did have to just play a losers bracket match. But for this top 16 one, we've got, I'm just going to call it Cangrejo. I apologise if it's called Cangrejo, but we've got Your Forefathers on the other side as well. I do remember them from last time. They were in top 8 last time, I think.
Yeah, Your Forefathers,
yeah. So they were definitely on stream last week. But we've got these two facing off. Connection seems to be alright. I think they're playing as usual. And they're just sort of playing fairly cautiously. Got the that trademark for Senha.
That's out of Senha. Definitely shouldn't have been able to grab.
Yeah, go for the punish there straight away. Stuff like that, unsafe stuff like that, you really got to be pretty on point with the punishing. And that one just catches him.
No, he hit the
throw follow-up.
Didn't go for the slide. I don't know why he'd go for the throw follow-up after that.
And they're just really relying on that Rasenha. Oh, there comes the EX Rasenha just to get themselves out of the pressure. Kind of a scrappy match here. There's a lot of stuff going on. But I do like that that throw follow-up off the Rasenha can make a couple punishes whiff, which can be quite annoying. But that sweep is definitely not.
Doesn't matter.
But that slide, not a wise decision when you're one hit away from death. And I think they're just gonna carry on here into the second round. Remember, this is the top 16 here, so we're just gonna stream this match initially just to iron out any technical issues. So do give us a heads up in the chat if the levels are a bit quiet, if there's anything going on, any funny business on the stream side. But looks like Forefathers very close to stun. He gets it at that point.
Oh, that's not gonna kill, is it?
I think that will kill. I think that will kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But kind of a risky thing not to combo into the but it does get the kill anyway, and they do get the first game in the set. Kind of a scrappy set. Maybe there's
I've never seen a Karen this content to play a full screen. Karen, the ultimate rushdown character in this game.
The ultimate
and Forefathers is kind of like I'll
rushdown.
Yeah, I'll just stay full screen and punish you. Well, punish you just saying, I'm like using big inverted commas there.
I think we've got a break here. I don't know if there's a character switch or they just need a quick break or a heads up. We'll just see what's going on very shortly.
Looks like the Cangrejo just left the lobby. Might be a connection issue.
Oh, okay. So they might be just restarting or something. Just to, I think there were a few issues at the start. They did seem a bit itchy at the start of the round. But we are going to restart here. There's a Night Deer in the chat says full screen Rasenhas are a show of faith by the Karen player.
I mean,
not sure if I'd describe it that way, but you know, whatever goes.
Faith, yeah, that's one way to put it.
We have actually seen an increase of Bison players actually, not just in these tournaments, but actually just in general. He is quite a bit stronger now in this season. I think I've seen personally a lot more Bisons. For some reason in the EU, a lot of EU players seem to be playing Bison. But it's definitely a lot more dangerous now. than he was previously. And they are going to restart, going straight in with Carrion and Bison once again. Remember, your forefathers is 1 game up in the set, and we will be going first to two all the way until we reach those final stages of the tournament.
Round 1. Fight.
Right, so it looks like they've got not much issues there, but Cangrejo's making the mistake of not blocking those Resenhas, not punishing when he does block them, and that should be definitely a punish there. He does get the throw to switch sides into the corner. Good decision there, but Forefathers making the way out, and I think he's just giving Forefathers too much respect here, because they're landing way too many Resenhas. All he really needs to do is block high a little bit more, counters the Resenha with a sweep. Very unconventional, baits out the EX Resenha.
Got that now, he's got the punish on the first contact. Oh wow, just interrupting.
Yeah. That is the Wake Up Invincible EX to win the round. Would have been very risky actually against someone like Bison, who could have probably killed if they had got the Crush Counter.
There's just no respect from either player here.
Yeah, I think your forefathers, especially with a lot of these unsafe tech, not much respect at all. But if someone's not punishing your stuff, you don't really need to show them respect in a tournament. Whatever gets the win. Oh, switches sides. I'm not sure about that. Switches them out of the corner, and there's not really no hit confirms going on. And that sweep definitely needs punishing. And they are allowed another Resenha. And these Resenhas are just crazy. He's not blocking. He needs to block high. He really does need to block high.
Yeah, on the one hand, it's like, what are these 10Rs? It's not safe. But on the other, Cangrejo should just be know to block high at this point.
Does get that break, the cross counter into the throw, and he's not out of it yet. So he is still in it. He did have just that sliver of life. Did manage to get that nice cross counter, and he did manage to convert off of that nicely. Does get the side switch off the EX Devil's Reverse.
Doesn't punish that slab. No, that was definitely in range for a punish.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of sweeps as well, your forefathers, and they're definitely in punishable range. And covers himself with the EX Blast, and your forefathers giving no respect at all. I think they might have actually been expecting to go through the fireball with the Resenha, but didn't quite work out there. And that slide gets Cangrejo in, but he's not able to capitalize in the corner. Really got to pressure your opponent in the corner, especially when you've got a character like Bison. And he's still giving them just a bit too much respect with the EX Resenha just coming out of nowhere there after that jump in. And then he's going for the is that a crouching heavy punch into EX Resenha and the round. That's a very not exactly the most conventional combo there. Very unsafe, and is rightfully punished by Cangrejo. So it is 1-1 now. Whoever does win this does go through to that top 8 finals, and for the other, that is the end of the tournament for them. So just the 1 game to go. Starts off immediately with the Devil Reverse. Just misses the meaty throw. It doesn't matter, it gets it anyway, but throws them out. It does get the guaranteed meaty, I believe, with the down forward punch. And those Resenhas again really need to watch out for them. I think if he just played a more reactionary game, he could probably get the round just from punishes. But tries for the Resenha to go through that fireball, but that dash through. And he's throwing all the frame traps here. Not quite sure if your forefathers really knows the matchup or the frame data.
I don't think he knows the data, but I'm also not seeing any frame traps from his Karen at all. I don't think I've seen him attempt. I'd like a lot to see him. There we go.
There we go.
What is the follow-up? Not into
the follow-up with the Resenha. Not recommended with the follow-up on the Resenha.
Please, into Orochi. Come on, man. Oh, and he dropped it, and then
but I mean, if they're working. Oh, and he's caught by. I think that's the 3rd Resenha in a row that he's been caught by, and he gets the stun. And this could be it in the round if he gets one more on the wake up, and that's a cross up. and follows up with the Rosanna, even though it wasn't quite necessary.
You know what? You do you.
I mean, yeah, if it wins you the round, then there's not much argument to be had there. But the question remains: are they going to win this round? This is the one that makes the money and gets you through to that top 8.
Yeah, there we go.
I think he's tried to block high there.
Okay.
Is that going to kill?
No scaling.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, magic pixel.
And he's just on that magic pixel. Just if he had just comboed into that, that would have been perfect. And this could be the start of a combo. No, there's there's no meteor there on the dash up. So your forefathers now through to top 8, and Greho having to make their way out of the tournament. So that is your top 8 now completed. There was a lot of interesting stuff that wasn't there, Penguin.
I've never ever seen a Garen use Senna that much. I don't know. I don't know if Kangreo was caught off by it, because I definitely was.
I think a lot of people would be caught up by that many.
I'm wondering, has he maybe not lapped out Tenko punishes? Because I didn't see him attempt it once, so I'm wondering, maybe is that just something he has yet to lap out?
Yeah, maybe. I think it does seem like both of them didn't know the matchup of each other's characters, so that probably didn't.
Saying that, he was top 8 last week, or last tournament. I don't remember him being that Rosanna happy.
Yeah, we'll have to check the tapes.
Yeah.
Next week.
I felt like that was a different Karen.
Some game-changing event maybe here. Experience a
maybe.
divine intervention. Experience the
well, maybe I should.
The great glories of the full screen Rosenhais.
I'm ultra bronze. What do I know?
This is why you don't mess around with characters in ranked, folks.
Yeah, this is why. I'm setting the example.
You do have your top 8 now. That was the last top 16 match. I believe we're in week 8 now of the new challenges, EU underdog tournaments, and your top 8 for this week is Smiley the One versus Marixor, returner for the past few tournaments actually. Jeremy Ray versus Old Man Grump, your forefathers as you've just seen versus, oh, that's going to be tricky to pronounce. That's going to be Avocadonk. I'd like to say that is.
You saved that. That was nice.
That's my best shot at it. And Boomsty versus Superchar. So that's going to be your top 8 for this week. So it's all up for grabs. Who's going to win the 8th week of New Challenges top 8 finals?
And Northern Bison.
Yep, Marixor, who has been playing in the top 8 for the past few weeks actually. He's been doing pretty well. He was, I believe, back in bronze actually when he was in his first top 8. I think that was about 3 weeks ago. And he's been in top 8 fairly regularly ever since, which is a good thing to see people moving up. He's up in that silver ranks now.
Yeah, we've got Smiley the One, Ultra Bronze Akuma in winners top 8, which is cool to see.
Yeah, we do. So if anyone, for those of you who might have been slightly intimidated by the thought of having to join in with loads of high ranked players, do be aware that we have often actually this season got quite a lot of bronzes in top 8. More than we would ever expected. Yeah.
You too can be a bronze in winners side top 8.
You too can be a winner bronze. But we do have Smiley versus Marixor. This is going to be a first match in top 8. Smiley is repping the Akuma, and Marixor with their main Bison again. So we see just how different this Bison is to the Cangrejo, who you would have seen in the last set.
Round 1. Fight.
I think my money is on Marixor here. I've seen his Bison once or twice in other tourneys, and he's not too bad actually. Well, so we're saying here. Definitely knows his confirms.
Yeah, he knows his confirms, he knows his combos. Played him a couple sets actually so far.
Ah, yeah, you did, yeah.
And he's very like you'd expect a Bison to be, very heavy on the buttons. Very heavy on the frame traps, trying to catch you with some of those sorts of frame traps. If Smiley knows the matchup and he knows what's plus and what's minus, and to be honest, very little of Bison stuff is minus. And if he can capitalize on that, then he's going to do. I think he's going to do fairly well. But that's a big if. So not too many, especially at this level, do know about the Bison matchup. He is called the Scrub Killer for a reason, and you can see why, because he's getting all sorts of frame traps there. Gets the crush counter with that godlike standing heavy kick. Yeah, EX Devil's reverse as well. Somehow managed to get a hit of that. Yeah, didn't block enough there.
That should be a... Oh no, doesn't get the... I think you can do EX in Psycho Ball after that? Or Psycho Ball,
yeah,
whatever.
Could have definitely continued that to finish off, but he did already had a significant life lead there. He won those games fairly convincingly, and I think he'll probably be the favourite from here on to win this set after that, especially against Akuma, such a low life character. If you don't know your stuff against Bison, with someone with such a fragile character, starting off immediately with the slide as well, the disrespect from Marixor, and he's allowing these dashes in for free. Actually, those dashes are actually punishable if you do look out for them. Does get a nice crush counter off there, and no conversion off that meaty there from Smiley. But Marixor is aware of his meaties, and does attempt those standing heavy kicks. So deadly for Bison. Nice DP, very nice DP. Yeah, I approve of that a lot. Let's see if he can keep some of this up. He's actually not doing too bad a job of defending against Marixor. Ooh, didn't realise there was a tricky cross up there when he's in V trigger with that Devil's reverse.
Oh,
nice conversion from that air fireball, contesting him in the air. Unfortunately, did not get enough to close out the round. No meaty there. Would have actually won him the round because of that throw. And he's just got one more round to try and bring this back here. Remember, we are in winners here, so he won't be out of the tournament if he does lose this round. But he is sitting on some full super. He does have a hell of a lot of resources to work with here if he is going to be making a comeback. Nice preemptive air-to-air to bring him back into the corner, but Marixor does get the side switch. I think he went for the throw bait with the forward heavy punch. And is this going to be the throw loop? No, I think he went for some sort of shimmy. He did move back just ever so slightly, but...
Can't jump against the X-Devil's reverse.
No, that's not a good thing to do. Stay on the ground, try and backdash against those stomps. But he is moved down into the losers bracket here. Smiley. Marixor does progress into those through the winners bracket.
And
well done to Marixor.
Forgot to update the score because I was actually really interested in that game. So sorry, guys.
We're just so engrossed in the action going on. We just forget.
I really enjoyed Marixor's racing. Some great frame traps and whiff punishing from him in that game. It was nice to see.
I think it was what surprised us the most in that match was Smiley's conversion of like stray hits.
Yeah, some of those DP
he just made the most of
conversions.
like DP conversions as well.
Marixor definitely looking like a possible winner already after our second game.
Yeah, he's looking like a strong contender.
Yeah.
He knows his bips and traps, his bips and offense, and he knows how to get that opponent in the corner. When you're against Bison, you do spend a lot of your time blocking, and it's up to the opponent to know what is plus and what is not. But yeah, much improvement from Marixor. I do actually remember when he first played in top 8. He wasn't nearly as solid as that from what we've seen, but loads of improvement there, so that's good to see. But next we have Old Man Grump versus Jeremy Ray. I think both of these we've seen in top 8 before. Actually, Old Man Grump I think did actually make top 8 before, but we did.
It was the week we got shut down by Capcom.
Yeah, we got shut down by Capcom because of server maintenance. So this is his big shot now at top 8 on stream.
I think everyone needs to raise their hands and give Old Man Grump your energy. Because you really need... he needs to win one, okay? He got robbed by Capcom, so
Yeah, there's no greater robbery than from Capcom servers, as they say, and he's going to need your hands, your energy for that Spirit Bomb to throw at Jeremy Ray, who we did see last week. I think it was last week against Grykan, the Rashid from last week. So what we did see was a very solid Ryu defensively and in neutral actually, but just couldn't output enough offense to threaten. So let's see if he's learned anything from 2 weeks ago. A lot can change in 2 weeks, and you do learn a lot. Old Man Grump, I believe, is on a bit of a training spree lately. So, and we've seen the results of that. He has made top 8, and he's actually up at Super Silver now, as is Jeremy Ray. So it should be an interesting match to see. No light confirmed there. Could have confirmed as a headbutt there for the confirm. Goes for the raw tackle. Got a sweep in a fairly safe range. I think it could have been punished actually, but Jeremy Ray going for a very neutral heavy game. We did see a similar style to this last week when he was in top 8. Nice conversion into the EX Tatsu. Nice DP. The anti-air is so crucial at this level. And Old Man Grump preemptively stuffed by that cross-up attempt from Jeremy. And he's just putting some stagger pressure on him, walking up with those jabs. And is that going to be a DP? Oh, no heavy DP. That would have killed actually, I think. And he's trying to parry those fireballs. Doesn't matter, he does get the jump in eventually. And Old Man Grump, I think he put up that Aegis preemptively because of that V-trigger from Jeremy. Threatening fireballs when he's in V-trigger like that. Oh, nice empty jump. Oh, doesn't get the low confirmed. Do like the use of that empty jump. Basically forces well, not forces, but tempts your opponent to block high for jumping that doesn't actually come, and then get them with a low light confirm. But he's under a lot of pressure here, and that overhead into V does get a little bit of damage off that cross up, but that's a very deep cross up from Jeremy Ray off the neutral jump. Cancels that heavy punch into V trigger, keeps it safe. Nice DP.
Ooh.
From Jeremy Ray on the anti-airs, and you can see Old Man Grump's up against a very solid Ryu here. You can't really jump at this guy for free, and he's got a very solid neutral game as we've seen here. But we've seen some holes. There's some defensive holes when he is under pressure in the corner. You can push him in there and just lay on the pressure. He does break eventually, as does everyone if you pressure them long enough in this game. Immediately starts off with a fireball. Jeremy Ray is going to want to keep it at that range. Does rush in though for a nice B&B combo. And Old Man Grump, I think, does win the fireball war. But Old Man Grump just testing Jeremy Ray with buttons in that neutral. Urian, of course, with those long-reaching normals. Very long, but they do stay out a while. So, and no punish on the sweep, and no punish on the sweep again. He does need to make sure his punish game is on point to make the most of his damage. Oh, no conversion into the Shoryuken there. Not sure if he would have been in range. And those whiffed headbutts, fairly problematic, and that EX headbutt just preempting the offense, and he's throwing those fierces like crazy. As they say, when in doubt, chop it out. And I think that was 3 fierces in a row actually. But he does take that round back. He's not out of this yet by any means. 2 whiff throws into the low forward. And he's trying those whiff headbutts again. Jeremy finding his fireball game again. And nice whiff punish off there. Wasn't in range to convert anything. Does get a tick throw off that medium. Fairly unconventional tick throw. It works nonetheless. Ooh, nice use of the overhead there. He is very close to stun here. If he can get stun, that could be the round for him, but wasn't able to clinch it at the final part. And Old Man Grump opting not to go for the throw. Nice use of that V trigger to beat out that violent knee drop.
Oh, that is the way.
Oh, parry his own fireball to get a bit more V trigger. Some classy stuff from Jeremy. Nice use of the parry there, and just about stuffs looking attempt from Old Man Grump. So they are neck and neck in this game, but Jeremy Ray with the 1 game up, is threatening to send Old Man Grump into losers. Oh, nice parry on the jump in, but he's 2+2. Make use of that. Oh, nice blocks off that fairly ambiguous cross up there. And they're playing neutral game here, fairly happy to try and beat each other in footsies. And Jeremy Murray eventually comes out with that EX Fireball, but Old Man Grump is really pressuring here. He does have the life lead, so he doesn't need to be too impatient with his approach. And the whiff headbutt again with the
so hard to punish the whiff headbutt though. So.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to punish. Does get the preemptive crush counter off of that V-trigger cancel.
Nice.
Ooh, and the headbutt again, very tricky. Jeremy's having a
yeah, -2 anyway, so Grump just felt like, why not, just go for it.
Just go for it, just go for the headbutt. But they are 1 neck and neck here in this set. Remember, this is 1st to 2, so next game does progress through the winners to face Marixor. And this is a fight to avoid losers here. Old Man Grump immediately with the forward medium, and that violent knee drop has been doing pretty well for him so far. He's used it fairly sparingly. Oh, nice anti-air with that standing heavy kick. Oh, tried to go for a parry, and that's going to be very lethal for him there. You do not want to be crush countered by Urien. Goes for the reset. Doesn't have anything after the reset, but does get the walk in. Does get jumping back. Caught him with another crush counter after that V trigger, and he's got. This is going to be tough for him. He's going to go for the throw. He is going to go for the throw. Always very tough. Yeah, when you're putting the V trigger mix up, and you've got you're 1 hit away from death. That's always an extremely tricky situation to get out of. Oh, does get the reset. Goes into the target combo. And resets them back to neutral. Ooh, nice use of that conversion off that counter hit. Does get the cross up, but he has landed himself in the corner. Again, not able to capitalize fully and close out the stun. And Old Man Grump jumps himself into the corner this time, but does manage to land a few hits, gets Jeremy Ray back into that mid-screen range. That sweep again surely could have been punished. And goes for that forward heavy punch. Can't do much after that. I think he's tried to go for the violent knee drop there. Just get caught by
the wrong mirror.
Raw Aegis.
Nice parry.
Raw mirror gets the parry. And is this going to work out?
I think
it is
going to
work out. Wakes up with the CA. Does close out the round.
God damn! What did you do?
That would have killed him and wasted his super bar. Very risky if he had
the round to spare, so I can forgive that.
Risky stuff.
You know what? I don't care. OMG in winners finals. Let's go.
OMG makes the winners finals, and he is going to chill there for a bit with Marixor, because we are going to go into losers. These guys are just going to duke it out between themselves. Your forefathers and a Vakadonk. Nice name there. We'll be up first. And Old Man Grump and Marixor can take a bit of a chill break. Rather just sort of chill, sit in winners. It will be a couple of sets before we get back up to those winners brackets.
I'll do some shout outs in the meantime to our lineup of new shows. I don't know what to call it.
Twitch shows. We've got a lineup of new Twitch shows.
You can see some of them there, guys. We've got Challenge Chat hosted by Shadow Yori. Just did an interview with Joe Monday of Keith's Gym, where he's on screen right now. That was actually a really, I don't know, I enjoyed listening to Joe. He
really interviews well.
Yeah, he had some pretty good things to say. I think starting this weekend is the Thunderdome. I think NA is on Saturday and EU is Sunday. Yep. And that'll be hosted by Jimmy for NA and Lighting Wolf for EU. Do take note of the time. I think the first contestants have already been selected for Thunderdome, so keep an eye on the stream anyway. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun, and keep an eye out on the sign-ups. Oh yeah, also beginner breakdowns will be hosted by KZA and Encore. I think, yeah, tonight, Friday, will be the first episode of that.
Yeah, that'll be at 9 p.m. EST, I'm told.
Yep.
That's beginner breakdowns tonight. So that's basically a show where they basically break down replays that are sent in before ahead of time, bit by bit, really give an in-depth critique into those breakdowns. So if you need any more in-depth replays from the stuff that you do get in the coaching channel, then do send your replays. I think the emails have been given out in the Discord. Send those replays, and they'll get.
I think,
nice
yeah, they've said that. I think they're going to do 3 a week.
Yeah, I think it's roughly 3 a week. So they won't get to everyone, but the way they're doing it is that newer players, lower skill players are given more priority.
Yeah, they're going on like an lower stealthy come first type basis.
Yeah, so if you're at that ultra diamond rank and you send in your replay there with us, we might not get them into them.
Oh, I should keep on.
That's
What I should do. I should keep on tanking my LV so I can get my replays looked at.
Penguin, the well-known rookie player.
I'm a genius.
Absolutely flawless plan. So we are carrying on after the little bit of a short break. We are in losers bracket now. Again, first of two, your forefathers, who was in the top 16 preliminary match before, if you might have caught it at the start of the stream, versus Avocadonk. I do like the sound of that name, Avocadonk. Does look like he has a Laura.
I really hate that Laura colour. But, right, it's just a default colour, but it's off-toned slightly.
Well, following the in-depth critique of Laura, we are going to get underway between forefathers and Avocadonk. Avocado, not Avocadonk. Avocado.
Oh wow, you were way wrong. How can you not say avocado?
It was in all caps in the bracket, so But Avocado.
Right, there we go.
Is actually doing really well and is already 1 round up in this set against your forefathers.
Yeah, gets out.
If you did watch them in the preliminary match, they were very Rosenna heavy, and are we going to see one there? We are absolutely going to see one there.
Just goes for the slide anyway and trades with the jab.
Yeah, somehow gets a trade with the jab.
Shouldn't have traded. I think he obviously did the jab too late.
Ooh, didn't get a full punish of that sweep, but does get a nice bit of damage there.
Light elbow into command grab. True combo, that guys. Doesn't say it's a true combo, but it is.
And closes out the round fairly convincingly there. And he was it was good to see. He was actually going for the shimmy, I think, on the knockdown that did get forefathers into the corner, and I think that would have been the right thing to do actually, because forefathers does tend to wake up with a lot of stuff from what we've seen in the preliminary match. It's nice to see reading your opponent's habits in the very first round, which is the hallmark of a good player.
That knee, -2, no button after it. Ooh, he's got to start neutral jumping after light elbow.
Yeah,
3 in a row now. So
he's not jumped a single command grab so far.
Oh, yeah, this might be it.
This could be a perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the reason why they jumped themselves into corner. Wanted to get the side switch.
It wasn't the most conventional Laura stun combo, but whatever.
Does get the perfect, and this is going to be the last round. If he does win this round,
ooh, no,
does go with desperate EXDP.
No neutral jump again.
And I saw the little reversal tag coming up.
That actually,
I think they're pressing buttons on wake up when they shouldn't be.
EX Mugen -2. It's definitely safe, but I don't think he should have been able to grab after it.
Ooh, but nice standing heavy punch there. Does put them back into it.
We've
got a little bit, just one combo away from bringing it back,
but
does get the armor on the elbow. And Rosenna someone on the wake up, not the best option you can choose, but
if he
doesn't block low off the jump in.
I just wanted to see just like kick, grab, or like kick into the frame trap. That's unfortunate.
Was fairly close to bringing that back, but Just too much reckless play, and he did actually this time come across someone who knew how to punish his stuff. So it was always going to happen if he did keep that up, and it did. So Avocado does move straight through the losers bracket for your forefathers. That is the end of the road for them. But well done for getting here for sure into top 8, into that stream position. We are going to be moving straight down to Boomsty versus Superchar. I don't believe we've seen either of these before, from what I remember in past tournaments. Superchar for sure is a name I don't recognise, and Boomsty I don't think I've seen before either. So it should be interesting to see two new people. Always good to see new people in these tournaments, because the nature of these underdogs tournaments is that sort of people kind of move through. They kind of graduate, quote unquote, to gold and beyond, plat diamond levels, and then we get a new batch in. So it's always a good flow of people coming in. Lots of new names popping up. It's always a good sign.
Yeah, your forefathers, if you are in chat or are watching, hit me up, because I actually do want to play a few sets.
Show them how it's done.
I'm not going to show them how it's done. I just think watch back those replays, cut the Rasenhars out, and you could have a solid game. I think getting rid of the Rasenhars is a big thing.
Cut the Rasenhars out of your life. It's not healthy for you.
They're not good.
It's an abusive relationship.
Yeah, they're such a trap to fall into. They're just like Hunter Senhar, if you're standing right next to the opponent sometimes, as a bit of a gimmick to get, if they're just crouch walking all the time, but as a long term option, using that like for your main source of damage, would not recommend at all. What are we on to now? Laura vs Boxer. Ooh, another bronze player as well. Yay!
Yeah,
bronze
2
Boxer.
bronzes I think in bronze in top 8.
I don't think. Have we got any ultra silvers in top 8?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen it.
So that'll shut all the people off who say the ultra silvers win the tournament.
I mean, yeah, anyone can win again, especially when you've got a skill cap like this and the range is a lot narrower between these two.
All to play for.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's ever been put off by the fact, of the skill discrepancy between players, or the fact that something like that, I don't know, maybe ultra silvers win a lot of these tournaments. Just to be aware, in these competitive scenes like this, anyone can win against anyone. Like even both of us, we've taken rounds or games of like diamond players in tournaments, and which is completely unexpected. But you just kind of like play your best, don't you? Play your best, get as far as you can, and who knows what happened. Maybe we'll get a bronze in grand finals. Maybe we'll get 2 bronzes in grand finals this time. Who knows?
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so we've got Laura Boomsty against Superjar, who is repping Barrow in that flashy suit of his. And Boomsty immediately getting that cross counter, and has already taken off a huge chunk of life with that offense. Both of these characters so deadly on the offense. Just one touch from either of these two can mean the round easily with the right resources. And that corner carry from Superchar's Barrog almost got them right into the corner there. And Boomsty is the one with the life lead here though. Can't be too passive against a character like Barrog, especially when they confirm that trigger. And this is going to be a load of damage. Doesn't quite get the full conversion on that. And Boomsty eventually makes out. He tries a tap there. Just whiffs the tap. Not sure how much it would have paid off. There was quite a bit of life left, but always a tricky tool to deal with, tap. I think he tried it again just there, just to get past the fireball. And Boomsty just being walked into the corner very carefully, very slowly here. And Supercharm not spacing out those dash punches well enough. And if you get punished by a character like Laura just like that, that's 60% of your health gone. Does finally get that tap off, but no combo off of that.
He's just there, wake up with tap.
He just woke up with tap. He gives Gives no damn. Gives no damn about those taps. But that V-trigger, he's just going to go completely ham with that overhead. And both of them just one combo away into death. And Boomsty does manage to close out that first set with that cross-up. So Boomsty winning the first game in that set. It's anyone's game though, especially with characters like Laura. They can steal the round away from you in just one hit or two. Nice anti-air from Superchar Barrag with very good anti-airs, especially at angles like that. You really need to jump in and at very awkward angles for him not to catch you with that medium. Ooh, almost manages to get the jump in. He read that elbow very nicely to time his jump in. And both of these two just going back and forth on each other's block here. Superchar eventually makes his way through. And the raw sweep from Boomsty does get a jab anti-air though. Does get a tap as well. He is a big fan of these taps, it looks like. Doesn't convert anything off it. And using that fireball to pressure on the wake up. And does not being careful enough with their block in the neutral. You do got to be very careful blocking in that full screen space where Barrel can catch you.
Where's the V trigger?
Dash.
Where's the V trigger?
And does get the overhead there. No V trigger from Superchar. And Boomsty with one more round to go here. If they want to be closing out this set. Elbow from Boomsty goes right into that command grab, and again. And the command grab again.
Which that is proved to be so effective for both Loras today.
Yeah, not a lot of people jumping command grabs, and this could be the perfect. I think he's just wanting to avoid the perfect because he just wants that chip damage.
I just checked that. Oh, on the
has he really done that? Has he? Is that really what's happened?
I think he did.
Oh, I think
no perfect view. I'm out.
No. If you can't have a perfect, no perfect, no one. That's.
I take it back. I don't respect it at all.
No respect there. No respect. So that's Boomsty making his way right through against Superchar, and that is the round 5. That initial top 8 match is now completed. We'll be staying in the losers bracket. Won't be going to winners for a while yet, while these guys duke it out down here. But I think.
Am I crazy, by the way? Or did we have a guy who did that last time as well? Might have been gold tournaments. I don't know.
Oh, if it was in a gold tournament, because we definitely didn't have one in the.
I'm just wondering now, is it the same guy?
Yeah,
I had doubted more.
Well, you never know. Very few people are willing to do that in a live stream tournament. But we'll have Jeremy Ray here. That's Ryu, who just about lost to Old Man Grump against Avocado, who very convincingly knocked out your forefathers. So 2 Lauras here in the losers bracket actually. Should be interesting if they do end up meeting. First, they do have to overcome their current opponents here. Jeremy Ray just waiting to duke it out against Avocado. Oh, I'm informed it was the Reddit RSF EU tournament where someone did the same.
Ah, it was. You're right.
Let's do this.
But moving straight through to losers, Jeremy Ray against Avocado. Jeremy Ray has good keep out neutral game, fireball game. So it's up to him to be keeping out Avocado in this one, I think. If Avocado can get in, well, you're seeing by now how dangerous Laura can be if she does get a single hit in. See if Jeremy Ray's neutral game is good enough. and immediately gets caught with an overhead. Really got to watch out for those. They are minus without, so you can punish. But reckless start from Avocado pays off. Gets Jeremy Ray in the corner. He does find his way out with side switch from the throw, and she's throwing these medium kicks like crazy. They are -2, I believe, so you can press buttons afterwards.
Finally, Laura that doesn't press medium kick like crazy. It's the most deceptive -2 button in the game for some reason.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look -2, does it? No, I don't exactly. And just wakes up with the double jab. No respect there for Jeremy Murray. You do have to show your opponent that you do got your meaties down, because especially a lot of characters without the benefit of an invincible wake up move, you do have to show them that they can't be waking up with buttons just like that. So he does need to make sure his OK is on point here. And these buttons from Avocado, just no respect with that medium
does Jeremy not know these are -2?
I don't think he knows it's -2. I don't think he knows the matchup, and very risky EXDP does get him out, but does turn out to be a waste of no command grab there to get the optimal meter game, but it doesn't matter anyway. He's won the second round, and that's his Avocado closing out the second round. And Jeremy Ray a bit stuck on the matchup here, doesn't really know what's minus. I think he's assuming a lot of this stuff is plus, and a lot of the stuff is definitely most certainly not plus. So he does need to be aware that medium kick is, that knee up there is -2. And basically if you're allowing Allura to get more than one of those in a row on your block, then you're probably doing something wrong. Ooh, nice parry though. Does get the punish, but immediately under pressure right again from Avocado. Offense. He's caught in the corner here. We've seen that he does crack a bit on the pressure when he's in this corner position, but he parries the cross up, gets a side switch. He's going to get EXDP. No, he doesn't go for the EXDP. Oh, he didn't have any meter. But he is in V-trigger, doesn't get to use it though. Avocado just getting out with that elbow. And he has got 1 round left to salvage it back. 1 round for Avocado will win the set here.
Good punish. Oh, drops the. I assume it was going to be a target combo. Gets stunned
nice
anyway. Ooh, punish. Optimal. Not particularly.
No, not quite optimal. Not
if he had two bars, maybe, but.
But it does get a perfect anyway. Some good offense there from Jeremy Ray finally. I think he's just finding his feet here now, and we'll find out now if it's too late or not for him to be coming into form.
I really like that anti-air as well, with the stand heavy kick.
Yeah, he has been fairly sharp with the anti-air so far. We saw the same.
Such a specific range for the roundhouse on Ryu, but I really like it when it connects.
Yeah, very skillful anti-air. I think it's hard to use. Oh, the EX elbow, no respect there given from Avocado. Goes immediately and dash in with the command. And Jeremy with a desperate EXDP. And, was that a meaty heavy punch? Oh, it did stuff something. I think Avocado tried to wake up with buttons. I don't know if it was a whiff punish or a meaty actually.
Bet it all on that EXDP.
Putting it all on that. Putting it all on the standing heavy punch on their wake up as well. Very unusual thing to do. But it does get them the win, and they are now even. Jeremy Ray now clawing it back. I think the momentum is starting to swing in his favour. Immediately with the DP, no respect from Jeremy Ray in here now, and not even the conversion into the confirm into the target combo. And I think Jeremy Ray's just finding his way a bit. He still doesn't know that that medium kick is -2. Not tried to contest it so far.
Nice, does put his hands in the corner. Nice DP.
Nice anti-air for DP.
Oh, no conversion up to medium punch.
Yeah, I like how he stood away at good range. He didn't just bum rush them in the corner, just waiting for them to make the jump out.
Nice,
and there's the target combo. This could be a comeback from Jeremy Ray here. He is on the upper hand here. Just one more round for him. We'll complete the comeback. And again, I think that's the third time they've tried to start the round with the overhead. I think it's worked at least twice. And they're really relying on that medium kick in neutral. Not sure if it's the best choice. when you don't have that
Stun.
many risks to work with. And the stun,
Okay.
and this would be the set
Oh,
for
it
him.
doesn't get a
no
DP.
conversion, doesn't get an optimal conversion there.
Oh,
But,
that's me. So
He's
this
under a lot of
one-
pressure here. Is he going to crack?
No.
He does manage to get the neutral jump, finishes out the set. Nice comeback from Jeremy Ray.
Man, that was so good of him to compose himself and come back to win that.
Yeah, very good.
Really, after that first game, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, that first game he was just playing quite scared. He's quite intimidated by I guess his lack of matchup knowledge against Laura. But he did start finding his feet, started playing a bit more confidently. Actually started showing less respect against Avocado, and that in the end was enough to clinch him.
Avocado pressing a few too many buttons, especially on a wake up.
Yeah, the wake up jab almost every time.
Yeah, like anytime he really did get his meaty setups, they almost always converted into something.
Yeah, he did eventually find his meaty. They were lacking in the first game, I have to say. And like I said, a lot of characters without the benefit of an invincible reversal. In this first to two format, they are going to be testing you in the first round or so by waking up with jabs, just to see if you have your meaties down. If you don't have your meaties down, it's going to keep waking up with buttons, because why wouldn't they?
Yep, I do agree. Jacques stand medium kick towards me 3 minus 10. Why stop there? Light elbow 3 minus 20. Let's just, you know.
Yeah, and like command grab should put them full screen.
There are a
and they shouldn't
few
be able to back
moves
up on
like
me.
that where I'm like, man, I wish this move was completely unusable.
To be fair, that standing medium kick is my
I know
key
that's
shot.
the
Yeah,
issue. All you have to
that's
do, just press jab, guys. And it's one of those, it just recovers so quick, you're just certain. You know which one is to, you're like, no, don't press anything, that'll get hit.
Yeah, there was some risky play there from Jeremy, but he bet the farm basically on that EXD. But you do need to
Sick when
take
it lands
risks.
there.
You need to take risks in this game if you are going to win.
Gotta
And he
have
did just
brass
that.
balls to beat Laura.
And he put his faith in those in his play there at the end. Played with more confidence to clinch the comeback. But we are going to be moving on. And it will be Boomsty, another Laura against Smiley. Smiley, the Akuma, you would have seen in winners, and lost against Marixor's powerful Bison. He won that fairly convincingly with a quick 2-0.
Just 1 sec.
So Boomsty, as you've seen before, not too different from Avocado, you would have seen in the last match in terms of what they do. Probably a less standing medium kicks in the neutral on someone's block. Smiley we didn't see too much of because Marixor's offense was just simply too great. But we did see some good damage conversion off of what Smiley rather did manage to pull off. So he definitely knows his execution based stuff. We'll see here if he does have his fundamentals down, which is just what's really important a lot of the time in these tournament sets. So we're getting closer to those final stages. We are still in that first to three format. We'll be moving to first to two format rather. We'll be moving to first to three once we move to winners, losers, and those grand finals. So the winner of this does get to face Jeremy Ray, who is sitting there at the gate of the losers semis. Who will be making it through? Will it be Boomsty's Laura or Smiley's Akuma? Smiley, like I said, a bit of an enigma because we didn't see too much of their play from their winners match. We'll see how they can deal with Boomsty. Nice anti-air DP. Always a good sign when you can see someone can DP quite effectively with anti-air rather, quite effectively with a DP. And a fairly anti-game here right at the start, both of them just kind of feeling each other out, but Boomsy does find a way in with an elbow. Both of these characters capable of outputting an immense amount of damage. And Smiley's going to be wanting to put himself on the upper hand. Nice anti-air DP again. Definitely not jumping in on Smiley for free.
Doesn't get a true meter though, not the X elbow, just rakes through him. I think that's
does
on
get a
mid
throw,
on.
reset to neutral. And that's a third anti-air DP there. Good consistency with that
It's
anti-air.
pretty good to convert him there. Oh, nice. Doesn't get, probably not an optimal punish, but just takes what he can get.
Oh, it's also an empty cross-up Tatsu into a does clinch around for him. And we're seeing some very solid play from Smiley. Not as offensive as a lot of Akumas actually, but just generally very consistent in their play. And a lot of the stuff here is stuff that you can't really, a lot of beginners don't really see it right at first. It's just stuff like being basically consistent with anti-airs, with your DPs, and with your spacing as well. Booms the whiffing a lot of these crouching minions, but getting Smiley in a blender here.
Cannot
Neutral
afford to
jumping too
let
much.
Laura in like this if you are a Kuma. You just haven't got the hell to keep hitting these mix-ups.
And I'm really not sure about that CA. That's just going to be a waste of meat for them. No punish though, strangely enough, from Boomsby. A bit of a waste of an opportunity there. And if Smiley wins this one, they're going to be kicking themselves. But they've got that reset, goes straight to the command grab there. Fairly well mixed up from Boomsby. They were going for buttons every time, just until that in the round where they went for the command grab.
Smiley going in at a pretty big meter disadvantage now, which is not going to hurt well.
And Boomsy's not going to win any sort of fiber war here again.
DPs.
But these anti-air DPs so consistent for Smiley. And that forward every punch very plus, so can't really do much after blocking that. And just doing some stagger pressure here with the jab walking up. Nice job of pressing them into the corner, does jump himself right in. And doesn't get any conversion off the attempted cross up. But the neutral jump from Boomsy to stuff out that forward heavy punch does get him some nice damage. Against Akuma, such a fragile character, not much health at all. And it only takes a few mix-ups from Laura to get him into that stun. But slow fireball does keep him blocking though. Just adds a lot of pressure from Laura. Just allowing her to press all sorts of buttons on you, but both of them with plenty of resources to work with here.
Ooh,
Smiley could easily make use of some V trigger and some meter here.
I want to see the demon.
You're gonna see the demon.
Next time he
He's not
jumps.
activated any V trigger yet so far.
Next time he jumps. Could have done it.
You go for the anti-air raging demon.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see it there because Boomsby just
I'll
finishing
tell you what,
off with the.
he
with
definitely
the
wanted it. There's no way he sat that long.
He was
on
looking
full
at.
meter.
You don't hold on to your resources like that at the end of the round.
No. He was waiting for the raid. There were a few times he could have popped it there, so it was a bit sad.
But unluckily for him, loses with a full bunch of resources, and now Boomsby is now up with that one game. Gets the air fireball, avoids jump over the slow fireball from Boomsby, but now put in the blender again. Does manage to guess right that time, blocks the button, but that command grab this time. So many blenders from Boomsby in this round so already. And the cross up, nice block, and now into the corner. And now Smiley with all the opportunity to bring some pressure on Boomsby. And here we see Boomsby's just playing a lot more cautiously. He's well aware of how much health he does have, and that's not much at all. Just a few hits will be able to get the round. And that command grab should be neutral jumping off their elbows. I think he's command grabbed after almost every elbow in the past few rounds. And just one more round from Boomsby will win this set for him and get him to progress through the losers bracket. And that elbow doesn't do anything after that elbow though. does allow Smiley to escape from that pressure just momentarily. And nice jump from Smiley, does get over that fireball. And side switches right into the corner, brings the pressure with the forward heavy punch. But the V reversal from Boomsty getting right out of trouble. He is very plus on that button, remember.
Sitting on that retake again.
Yeah, and Boomsty is allowing him to jump in him for free now. Oh, nice dash under. That is the way you deal with a lot of Akumas. You do have to just dash under, get the punish off. Ooh, almost got a nice punish off of him landing from that air fireball. And finally gets a conversion into the V trigger, and that will close out the round. To extend the combo,
nice.
Clinches out the round.
Doesn't have to use any meter as well, it's so nice.
Yeah, he's got all the resources in the world to work with now in this round. Final round of this game. And he does have the opportunity to bring it back here. We have already seen a comeback. Are we going to see another one from Smiley? Oh, and they're putting the blender now and the command grab. He's just guessing wrong a lot of the times when he is hit by that up. And he's just trying to space out at that point where those Boomsty's tools won't reach him. Especially that elbow, that standing medium kick. Not sure what he's trying to do there. I think he tried to neutral jump the fireball. And gets command grab there. And that's Boomsty closing out the round.
That was a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Yeah, Akuma, such a fragile character. Can't really be making many mistakes. And Boomsty was just putting in the blender a lot of the time there with those elbows. So well done to Boomsty. They will be moving through to face Jeremy. Smiley, fortunately for him, that will be the end of the tournament for him. But well done to almost making it through to those losers semi-stage. He just, I think he just couldn't put on enough pressure when he had the chance. And Akuma, such an offense-orientated character, you really got to make the most of your opportunities when you do have them on the back foot and blocking your plus buttons. But the winners semis are not going to be a Laura mirror, but Jeremy Ray, just as you would have seen in the match before, just managed to clinch out the comeback, and they will have to face another Laura here. Probably not too delighted about that, but it's a good chance for them to learn some things about the matchup, having 2 sets against Lauras. And we'll see how Jeremy deals with Boomsty's Laura. Quite a different Laura, slightly less buttons and more willing to play neutral, as I've seen, from what I've seen anyway, from both of these Lauras than Avocado's Laura. And that could be in Jeremy's benefit actually, because Jeremy plays a very neutral heavy game anyway. But who knows how it could go at this point. Because Jeremy Ray did manage to get some nice adaptation in his last game against Avocado. And I think his lack of matchup knowledge really hurt him in the last set. See if he's learned anything since. Maybe someone's finally told him that that standing medium kick is indeed -2. But Jeremy Ray going through the Laura gauntlet in these losers brackets. If he does manage to get through though, he will be awaiting the loser of Marixol versus Old Mad Grump in the winners finals. We've just been kind of chilling there waiting for the match.
God, the Laura gauntlet. Can't imagine anything worse. A Urian gauntlet? No, actually, I still think Laura would be worse.
I mean, you could have a Balrog gauntlet.
I'd rather fight one Balrog. No, wait there. I'd rather fight 2 Balrogs than 2 Lauras, but I'd rather fight 1 Laura than 1 Balrog.
It's like a game of would you rather. Would you rather fight 5 Balrogs or 10 Lauras?
Yeah. 100 duck-sized Balrogs or 1 Balrog-sized duck.
Would you rather have a tooth-sized Laura or a foot-sized Balrog? Okay, so Jeremy Ray against Boomsty. This is his second Laura he's going to have to face in this top 8 part of the bracket. And Boomsty is allowing him to play slightly more of his game. Avocado was a lot more heavy-handed in his approach, but nice use of that back heavy kick to get the anti-air earlier there. I do approve of that a lot. And no approach here from Boomsty. Does allow Jeremy to get the throw off on wake up. Again, trying to tech throws against command grab characters. Very brave thing to do.
Ooh.
And he dashes up. Does get the meaty, but Boomsty is showing him a bit more respect than Avocado did, but does jump over his attempted. He tried to charge up a fireball.
No respect there to charge fireball
no
right in your
respect
opponent's
there.
face.
Yeah, if you're going to charge a fireball, don't do it in Laura's.
Just hold on one sec.
But oh, nice anti-air there with that standing heavy kick. He's done that quite a few times. He's got the crush counter there at that point. But putting him in the blender with the elbow doesn't get the correct guess.
I don't know why he tried to parry a fireball.
He's
I
tried
know
the odd parry before.
They look fancy, but sometimes just blocking is the better option.
And Jeremy's Oki game not quite on point there. His heavy kick only just managed to connect just earlier, and his throw did get a whiff. Like I said last time, his offensive game probably not as on point as his defensive and neutral game.
I like that confirm with stand short and react that too.
Ooh, nice block on that cross-up attempt. And does get the throw. And they're now even here in this first game. A very evenly contested match actually. Both of these contenders giving each other a fair amount of respect actually. And does get that jump in. He tried the command grab straight off the hit stun, but it was already in hit stun still. And does get to press buttons after that after that blocked elbow.
Ooh, no conversion after the jump shot though.
You need to get those light hit confirms on point if you're jumping in with those light kicks. Of course, those light kicks were.
Ooh, big crush counter. Nice.
And he's stuck in the corner here. We've seen how he doesn't do terribly well under pressure in the corner. And this is becoming slightly familiar territory at this point because Boomsty's just putting on all the pressure in the world. Parries the jump in, but doesn't get a full punish. He actually got a counter hit there, which means Boomsty probably allowed to press buttons there. And again, does get the counter hit.
No!
Oh, doesn't quite connect fully on the EX Tatsu.
Okay,
that cost him dearly.
If we're gonna go back to that.
Ooh,
okay,
nice
you win.
DP on the anti-air though.
Is that not a combo? EX
I thought it would have connected
was.
fully, but
I don't get
like maybe it was a range thing.
I know light tattoo definitely would have worked, yeah. Maybe, I don't know actually. Any of you guys in chat know what happened there? Is the X tattoo? No, you can't apparently, huh?
No, apparently you can't. But nonetheless, he does get that first win there. Just about. He was in a fairly tricky situation after he did miss that EX tattoo. It does have a quite an effect on your mind actually when something doesn't quite turn out as you'd like. But he did manage to clinch it out, and he's got the slight upper hand here. Nice use of the EX fireball just to show no respect to Laura charging up her slow fireball, and cancels out that medium kick with the V trigger just to keep the pressure up. And using these EX fireballs to try and stop Boomsty and shut down the fireballs, or at least charging up those fireballs. But this will be a conversion into light tatsu this time. Doesn't get a throw, not nearly close enough to get a throw there, but does eventually manage to get the walk up into the throw. And this is one more round for him if he wants to take this set. He's been fairly comfortable actually, especially in that last round. Shut down a lot of Boomsty's attempts fairly well. And that sweep blocked, covered by the fireball. Oh, nice use of the standing medium punch there for the... His anti-air is definitely on point here, and he does get the full conversion. And he doesn't have... I don't think he was even in range for the XDP follow-up. He didn't even have the meter anyway. Ooh, wakes up with a heavy kick.
Nice option.
And then dashes in straight for the throw. Boomsty was under an immense amount of pressure there. Jeremy Ray just loads of offensive pressure. And does manage to win out the round. And he's beaten he's beaten both Lauras in the bracket here. Knocked them both out. And this win a lot more convincing. So maybe he did pick up a thing or two about Laura from Avocado in his previous match. But well done to Jeremy Ray, who has successfully run through the Laura Gauntlet on the bracket, gone straight through to winners finals. And he'll have a bit of a break here. Probably needs a bit of a break after those matches. And we'll be going up to winners brackets. So we've got Marek Saw and Old Man Grump here.
Come on, OMG.
This will be a tricky matchup between these two players. I'm not sure if they've played each other often before, but they are both regulars in the Discord, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have. But if Marek Saw can output enough pressure on Old Man Grump, could be in his favour, but it could swing both ways if Old Man Grump can keep him at bay. So Old Man Grump, for his in his first top 8 stream here, finally gets his chance at the grand finals for the first time actually. And I do believe he's actually been competing in these tournaments since season 1, so
yeah, he's one of our oldest veterans at this point, and not old because he's old. Oldest than that, he's been here for a long time. He is old though. He's got kids.
Oh, that must automatically make him really old. He's a full-grown adult, which is more than I can say about us.
He's a family man, one of many. Got quite a few family men in the Discord. Raptor just came back, and now he's a family man and everything. So weird.
Yeah, Old Man Grump did actually recently come back from being playing for about a few weeks, I guess. He did recently have a kid, was taking care of his second born, I believe. But these two now get their chance at those grand finals. This will be, I think they'll both be pretty desperate for these grand finals placing here, because they have both participated fairly regularly in these tournaments. Finally get their chance. Who gets their lucky break this time? Because as we all know, only one can get. There can only be one. I expect we'll see Marek Saw picking the Bison, Old Man Grump with the Urian, unless they've been keeping some sort of top secret main, which is not the first time it would have been. If you remember last week, Shock Blast bringing out all sorts of characters. I doubt we'll see the same here though. I'm pretty sure both of these two characters have just the one true main. And it will be Marek Saw's Bison versus Old Man Grump, the encounter here in winners finals. And not long to go. This is a first of 3 here now, so this will be a longer set than we've been seeing. And can Marek Saw put on enough pressure to overcome Old Man Grump's Urian? Immediately, nice. Both with the jump in, Old Man Grump wins the encounter there. Goes with the throw straight into the sweep. Not much respect there from Old Man Grump straight away. Tries to dash in.
Wow.
And if Old Man Grump's keeping up those whiffed headbutts like he was before, Marek Saw's gonna have some trouble dashing in. But he does get a dash in there into the throw, into the guaranteed. And these jumps from Marek Saw, not much in the way of anti-airs from Old Man Grump so far. And not much. Oh, he did try the anti-air there, but that crouching heavy punch does not reach at that angle. He can cross up Bison fairly well. Ooh, he did go to the slide, cancels out with the V-trigger, but he's allowed Old Man Grump in, and just one mistake.
It just goes
and he's gone into that V-trigger. Very tricky to deal with that mix-up when you are that low in health. not even confirming into the Inferno. That Inferno definitely unsafe, and most Bisons will probably prefer to confirm into it. But the EX Devil's Reverse gets him on the other side,
Oh my
and the
god.
EX Stomp this time
Just
does
gets-
get the loop into the throw off the dash in.
Yeah, ONG getting so much out of these headbutts. They're not being punished. They've managed to interrupting that. He's interrupting all sorts of them, and he's been doing it. Oh, he did it in the winners top 8 game as well.
Yeah, and he's used the EX headbutt to get out of that frame trap from
Oh,
Marixor
throws him
with
back into the mirror.
the down forward. And Marixor's not confirming these Infernos, and it has gotten punished. Does need to learn to confirm those Infernos before he throws them, but he does get that crush counter, closing out that round. So now 1 even against each other in this first game. First to 3 now. Oh, nice use of the that heavy kick to beat out the follow-up of the stomp. And again, Old Man Grump, no respect for Marixor's frame traps. He is going to have to watch out for those headbutts. And again, the EX headbutt attempt, trying to preemptively stuff things, and that Inferno, like I said, not safe. Again, nice use of that standing heavy to beat that those jump ins and those stomp attempts. They do reach very far above Urian.
Yeah, you're in really good for shutting down Devil's Reverse. One of the few characters that can just not let it happen.
Oh, and he's letting Old Man Grump shoot fireballs at him, and a very extremely risky slide there, right at point blank. Does somehow manage to catch the headbutt, and does close out that first game. So Marixor at the start, as we would have expected from his Bison, throwing an awful lot of traps, but Old Man Grump, no respect. He's throwing out EX headbutts whenever he can when he is caught in those plus gaps in Marixor's offense. But the key thing here is Marixor throwing a lot of unsafe stuff. Old Man Grump's block, and I'm guessing he doesn't know the matchup terribly well, because he's allowing a lot of unsafe stuff go unpunished. And that EX Inferno, oh, just misses the punish there. Tries to get that tackle, and is punished for that by Marixor. And there's only a certain amount of time before the does get the loop there into the throw.
Ooh, just misses meaty.
And both of them playing a bit more cagey, and he's not confirming that.
Oh,
Inferno
that was
again.
nice. ONG knew that Inferno was on us. Good to see.
Yeah, he did finally manage to get the punish off the Inferno. The mashing out the jab in between those down forward punches. But he does manage to close out the round, and he could go 2 up here if he wins this. Old Man Grump does get a nice neutral jump there, fending off Marixor. Goes for the raw overhead, catches a dash in. And again, no respect for those frame traps. Marixor's going to have to watch which buttons he throws, because those EX headbutts are coming out like crazy.
Oh, nice little hand there into the shoulder.
Ooh, just misses his throw, but gets another one.
Ooh.
And once again, the disrespect from Old Man Grump, throwing out those EX headbutts. This time the Inferno isn't blocked, gets the confirm from that combo.
Ooh, nice. Yes, that was reverse.
And are we going to see an EX headbutt? If he does lose the round here, and he does try to armor up,
Oh no!
wasn't expecting that stomp. And 2 up here, Marixor against Old Man Grump. And Old Man Grump, 1 game now. 1 game left to stop from being swept from Marixor. And a bit of time. And this could be the final game if Marixor can close it out. Oh, no conversion off that jumping would have done an awful lot of damage. And he's done a normal headbutt there actually. Just no respect at all for those frame traps. Probably would have been caught though. And not blocking the overhead, can't get much off. And those overheads from that target combo not safe, so you can punish. And again, no respect for any gaps in Marixor's offense. Does get the throw. Is he going to reset? He is going to reset. Gets almost a full combo. Doesn't convert enough damage off though, but does get the kill off the Aegis mix-up. So did drop the odd combo, but did manage to close it out. And starts off immediately with the EX tackle. The disrespect here from Old Man Grump. And again, not confirming. He knows by now that is the safe thing to do. Punishes with the elbow into the tackle. And the frame traps here by Marixor. He doesn't have to fear anything unless Old Man Grump gets that meter.
Oh, just doesn't punish the
again, you can pretty much tell when he's going to throw those EX headbutts because he always come after those forward lunging heavy punches from Bison. Does the back throw this time? Decides to dash up instead of getting the meter. But Old Man Grump choosing to save his meter. No EX headbutts.
I think it's one hit away.
Yeah, he wants to save his meter, and he does avoid the throw with the EX stomp. And now one more round for Marixor. And sweep Old Man Grump 3-0.
Not like this.
Not like this.
OMG.
Oh, gets a trade. I think he tried to anti a jab there. And the EX headbutt out of nowhere, punished by Marixor on the landing. And again, EX headbutt. No respect for the frame traps. Does get the throw, doesn't get the sweep. He did get the sweep last time, but nice use of that standing heavy kick to beat out the stomp attempt. And does get a nice confirm into the headbutt.
Ooh,
Gets a jump in into the throw, and again the sweep.
Oh wow, that is unconventional.
And the EX headbutt.
No sweep today, boys. Let's go.
Let's go. It's 2-1 here, and just one more game from Old Man Grump does bring it back. So definitely not out of it yet. Showing Marixor no respect in his play, because Marixor is not holding back in his frame traps. He does need to try, if he is going to have success, he is going to need to try and bait out a lot of these EX headbutts, which are coming after the same normals that Marixor is throwing out. So he does need to try and be observant and try and adapt to it. Because against characters with an invincible reversal, they are going to be trying to do that against Bison's relentless pressure, and the raw tackle is punished very unsafe there from Old Man Grump. Used the V reversal to get himself out of trouble, and the violent knee drop there. Tried to jump back, escape from that pressure. Marixor just being allowed to carry on here. Old Man Grump without meter, so no use of the EX headbutt. He does have one now though, but he is on the offense here. Just bringing it back. Are we going to see any EX headbutt? We are going to see the invincible reversal. And again, the back throw into the sweep. He's landed that quite a few times now.
These sweet meaties.
The sweet meaties. Just everything about this play is just no respect. And the Aegis here jumps over, and I think he tried to press a button because he pressed himself into the mirror.
I don't think he expected the OMG to walk underneath him.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, he was threatening to hit same time and then immediately just press the crouch short.
Yeah, no punish there. Very unconventional response there to the unsafe Inferno with the violent knee drop. Oh, he tried the standing heavy there. Didn't work out. Is he going to get the stun? Is he going to EX headbutt?
One more.
Oh, he baits it out, but no punish. That would have gotten stunned, but he is stunned anyway.
Oh, he could have.
Could have definitely saved the meter because he might need it in this round.
Match point again for Marixor.
And one round from either of these two this next round is going to be absolutely crucial. Nice read on the neutral jump there. Throws the air fireball straight away, but don't forget Marixor has that V skill. 2 counter fireballs. And again the EX headbutt and the use of the forward medium punches. Just relentless from Old Man Grump, and does connect with the EX stomp into that meaty throw. Into another guaranteed meaty. Lots of meaty here. Oki from Marixor. And Old Man Grump a bit more keen than Xantiers now. And the headbutt from Old Man Grump. And the EX headbutt from Old Man Grump. And another headbutt does whiff though after that attempt. He desperately needs that V-trigger with that sweep.
Wow,
making
3
it safe.
slides. Just do it.
And trying to use that Devil's Reverse to try and catch him out with the cross-up and the teleport.
Oh,
But,
forward medium punch.
nice medium punch there. Forward medium to stuff out. I think that was a stomp attempt or a jump in. But nonetheless, Old Man Grump does make that comeback. He's on his way. And that will be 2 even
Still
to
alive.
both Maxor and OMG. And it's anyone's game here to take because they're pretty even at the moment. 2-2. Old Man Grump has momentum on his side though. Can Maxor stop Old Man Grump's comeback? Tries to dash in, immediately stuffed out with that forward medium. And that Inferno not safe, and he knows how to punish it by now. Back throw into the guaranteed meaty, gets the V reversal. Wasn't going to spend the EX headbutt. Nice follow up from the EX stomp there though. Ooh, that is an overhead there. You've got to block that high. And again, tried again.
Nice
and Old Man Grump.
there.
Can he
Yo,
close out the round now?
Do it. You know it.
Ooh, when he does get
Nice.
that corner combo into the violent knee drop, puts him to the coffin.
Man.
Statement there from OMG. And this is set point for OMG here. Can Marix bring it back? Can OMG close it out?
Grump was just sandbagging those first 2 games. He just wants to put on a show.
Putting up the hype for the tournament. Sandbagging the first 2 games. But Marixor immediately going in with that EX stomp. But no respect again from Old Man Grump. Marixor not showing enough respect for those wake up reversals from OMG.
Ooh,
Oh, nice forward medium to stuff out that Devil's Reverse.
Again with the X headball, isn't so accurate with them.
And Marixor
This
just
can be it if he.
in a lot of trouble here.
Your
Making
turn.
it safe with the
Oh,
trigger,
nice.
but
Oh,
one hit will do
again.
it.
One more.
One hit will do it, and that EX headbutt not punished, and that's going to be costing him dearly.
Yeah, we haven't seen a
Probably
single
bastard.
one punished.
Straight into that sweep.
Again, the meaty sweep.
The
not-
meaty sweep
the
always
not-
works out
The
somehow.
not a meaty sweep.
The totally not a meaty sweep does work out. Closes out the set, and that is combat complete from OMG. Winning that set 3-2 against Marixor. Marixor still in it though. Will get his chance to get the run back if he does come through in his losers finals, and that was Jeremy Ray.
Yeah. Grump just got angry at the end of one of those patented EX headbutts out of nowhere. Just does so many.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one person that you don't want to make, it's a father with a newborn.
Yeah.
That is one person you do not want to make angry, and he made the mistake of angering him there. And he closed it out with the 3-2 from the potential clean sweep from Marixor. So Marixor has to stay in. He does have to play straight away against Jeremy, so we get them in our losers finals. Thing is here, Jeremy Ray, much more patient player than just played, and Marixor is going to be allowed to throw a lot more of his frame traps here. I think Marixor is going to be allowed to play a lot more of his game because Jeremy Ray is not going to be throwing out invincible reversals as much as we've seen, especially in those matches against Laura. He did. Having said that, he did bet the fight on that last EXP against Boomsteed, but hasn't made a terrible havoc of it so far. So we can see if Jeremy Ray can just play consistently solid against Marixor. Marixor's relentless offense.
So apparently the new law is that Old Man Grump gave his wife the controller. I can get on board with this.
So the potential player switch theories continue, but Marixor getting the upper hand straight away against Jeremy.
Marixor always going for these lap throws. He really wants that guaranteed meaty.
Yeah, and not always the best choice if you know they're going to be
if you've got
blocking
corner, yeah.
it. Especially if you're going to be giving up your corner position.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, very nice use of that back heavy. We've seen a couple of players in this bracket have been very on point with anti-air, which is a very good sign in a beginner's tournament.
Oh, no punish on the Inferno again. It's one of the few
And again, the
times
Devil's Reverse.
Bison
And,
is negative.
Do keep in mind the regular Devil's Reverse can be air jabbed by pretty much every character. Ryu especially, who still has a fairly potent anti-air jab.
Nice. Fox with the frame trap
And
there.
closes out with the Psycho Blast. Marixor does win that first round, but fairly close. Nice anti-air TP from Jeremy Ray. And does get caught by those lunging normals of Bison. Ooh, does catch that dash out with that fireball. Jeremy Ray will be wanting to establish his neutral.
Nice anti-air
Nice
jab.
use of that, yeah, nice use of that anti. I think it was a standing medium to stuff out that Devil's Reverse. He does do that tick grab with that medium, not the best button to do tick grabs with, but it does seem to be working so far. And the meaty again from the back throw. And we'll see what Jeremy Ray does here on the pressure in the corner. Does find his way. Fireball, very well timed, the X fireball, I think.
Meaty again with their Stand Fierce.
Yeah,
We saw him do that last game as well.
I think at this point he's going to be what thing is he's going to be very good at his fireball game, because when Marixor has that V trigger, I think people probably would have noticed by now, he definitely wants that slide into the V trigger.
Again, there's a nice conversion off the stand
Oh,
shot.
very nice DP.
Oh,
Cross cut that DP, I think. Yeah, cross cut the DP, catching out that V trigger Devil Reverse that would have crossed up. Oh, nice use of the standing light as well to stuff out any dash attempts, and does get full conversion off of that and the corner carry. Very nice from Jeremy. Tries to parry, I think it was parrying one of those lunging normals from Bison. Didn't work out. Ooh, parries the jump in. Doesn't get any sort of advantage off it though. And those EXs is very safe. Plus rather for Bison. Nice use of that standing medium again to stuff out that Devil's Reverse. I think he's figured it out now. And both of them just playing a neutral game here. Marixor winning out just about with the scissors. Doesn't convert anything off the V-trigger cancel. And a very close match here. If Jeremy Ray can keep Marixor out in that V-trigger. I think he was trying to stuff out again with the standing medium. Just slightly missed time. Ooh, he did have the opportunity there to close out the round. He did have a potential jumping combo. Nice use of that DP. Stuffs out, threw out really early because I think he knew that that stomp was coming. Hit it out while it was nice and high. Very risky though.
Close
But
game,
Marixor just closing out that round. Very close shave game there. And it's definitely not in anyone's favour in particular in terms of momentum here, because Jeremy Ray is still playing a very solid game. What he's doing really well here is he's shutting down Marixor's aerial game quite well, from what we've seen with all manner of these many anti-air tools. But can he get the stun here against Jeremy Ray?
Oh, nice. No.
Get a conversion though. No conversion into any Tatsu. Gets a full cross-up combo into V-trigger. That's going to do an awful lot of damage. Marixor's in trouble here because Bison definitely doesn't have the defense to deal with being in the corner. But does manage to get out eventually with a stomp. And that slide into V-trigger again. Needs to be watching out for that slide, checking them with fireballs. And does manage to get the hit confirm off of the forward heavy punch into the EX. Surely not quite sure how necessary the EX was, but does close out that round. Nice use of that standing, that back heavy kick again.
Marixor's starting off like every round with the jump.
And no
and
respect there, the -2
Ooh.
button into the EXDP straight away. And no respect with these overheads into the lows.
Oh,
He's playing all sorts of offensive game here now. Can he close out with a... Well, he can't get perfect, but he's going to be close enough with an immense life lead.
Jesus.
And wins that set in return very convincingly. Very back and forth set now. And Jeremy Ray might have Marixor figured out. So can Marixor adjust his play? Try and outwit Jeremy. And it's anyone's set here at the moment. Now 1-1 even between the two. And Jeremy Ray just testing out with some fireballs, some neutral game, dashing up into the back heavy kick. Not quite sure if that works as an OK, but does get pressure up, but does get a crucial cross counter and another cross counter.
Oh.
You can't be pressing buttons like that on the wake up against Bison.
Oh no.
That's what he wrestle. Unconventional way
yeah.
of dodging it, but does get out of the... Oh, nice dash under.
Nice.
And cancels, and he does get that combo.
Oh,
And he's throwing a lot of these scissors. Now made safe with the V-trigger and closes out with the blast. And Marixor just trying to catch something with the neutral jumps. And we can see Marixor doing his block strings. Look how much grey life that took off, that chip damage.
so
And those
much
are
right.
not safe. And Jeremy could have got a much better punish off than that. Nice shimmy from Marixor.
Oh, I didn't
Does
see
get
many
the
of
throw.
those in the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah, don't see many shimmies at all, and nicely read by Marixor reading that wake up throw. And that heavy scissors safe, but they are -2. You do get your turn after heavy scissors. Went for a very slow start move after the V trigger. Assumed Marixor wouldn't press buttons, but he did, and he does close out that round. And now Marixor just closing that out. 2-1 up now, with one game left to win. If he wants to take this set, get his run back against OMG in finals. But again, anyone set here, very closely fought set here between Jeremy and Marixor. And yeah, DP as
again,
usual,
'cause
very solid on those.
I think Marshall
Again,
stop jumping.
another DP. He's got to watch his aerial game here now. Jumping from Jeremy in return, gets a sweep, and it's all working out for him here. Is he going to get the meaty? No meaty from Jeremy Ray. Would have connected him potential stun. And parries the jump in this time.
Wow.
Just not much in the double slide here again. Cena again into the V-trigger. Really wants that V-trigger. Just holding back. He's got to be very patient here. And Jeremy Ray just converting off of that single medium punch. Confirm. But Jeremy Ray winning that pretty comfortably. And you can see when Jeremy wants to turn it on and he's confident in his offense, he is capable of putting on an awful lot of pressure. Ooh, just about gets caught with the EX Inferno.
Throws him back into the corner though.
Nice DP again. Really needs to watch his aero game now again.
It's really good.
And the EX Scissors made plus. Can't press buttons after that. Does get a little bit of damage off of that. But now Jeremy Ray with a life deficit to make up. Drops the combo though, that could be crucial. Does get a neutral jump though, catches him trying to lunge in with buttons. Neutral jump often very effective against Bison. Especially those who like to use that down forward punch.
Oh, I thought you were going to see
Ray.
the overhead low shenanigans again.
So not as much of a mix up this time, but closes out the round. Make it to 2-2 now. Extremely close set
And
here.
it's the last game again of our best
Yeah,
of
I
five.
can't really place who turns it up. Jeremy just sort of turns it on in return. Both of them very evenly fought here now in this set. And both of them know what's on the line here now. Now 4 matches played in this set. Who will win the 5th?
Ooh, there's minus again. Didn't get the punish.
Goes for the meaty, forward heavy. Can't press buttons after that though, it is -2. And the cross up attempt not working out, but he does get throw loop in. And just a few whiff buttons, but Marixor does come out in the advantage, carrying him to mid-range.
Oh, that's over here.
Nice neutral jump from Jeremy
Don't
Ray.
think he needed to send me to ball.
Not too sure if the meter was necessary, but does close that round out, and this is set point for Jeremy, if he can close it out. And he tried to respond with an overhead, I think. Didn't manage to get that. The dash under from Marixor. And Marixor with a lot of life here left to play with, and the life
done.
lead could get the perfect if he can
Only
close it
gets
out.
one more.
And can he get one more hit? And he does manage to bait out a button from Jeremy with the heavy scissors.
So last round.
So, statement from Marixor leading up into the last round, the perfect. Nice DP again. Jeremy Ray is so keen, so sharp on those anti-airs. But does get caught in the air that time. And both of these very closely fought rounds so far. Marixor just about up ahead. And the momentum could swing in anyone's favour here. But nice conversion off that EX stomp, catching him in the air. And that Devil's Reverse not defended against that time. Jeremy Ray just allowing it through. And just one more hit from Marixor should do it here. And just about catches him with the low forward. And unfortunately for Jeremy Ray, that was a very hard fought journey for Jeremy Ray through losers bracket there. And it just came down to who that one round, who could come out better in that one round. And he just slipped up a little bit there, just in that last round. Allowed a few Devil's Reverses in. Wasn't as sharp as he was 100% previously in that set. And there was just a slight difference between those two, which cost him his tournament place. But really well done from Marixor. Well fought from both of them. And Marixor does get his run back here.
This is going to be good.
This is the run back grand finals here. All of you would have remembered the 3-2, the comeback from Old Man Grump from being threatened with the clean sweep. Did bring it back to knock Marixor into losers. And Marixor is going to be itching for his run back here in grand finals.
But first, let's do our thing.
First.
So, I'm going to put the teaser up now and then you can introduce.
So, new challenger is bringing out some merchandise actually, and this is all going to be this is basically like always, all of the funds raised with any sort of merchandise, with any sort of new challenger venture, is reinvested into new challenger stuff. And this is basically fundraising to send a bunch of our members to Evo. We want to be sending people representing NCH with the NCH tag, with the NCH merchandise to Evo to represent
Yeah,
all the beginners here in the Discord.
We're sending 3 people. I think it's Mount Lover,
3 people so far, yeah.
Encore, and ICNA at the minute.
Yeah, so Encore, Mount Lover, and ICNA all going to Evo. And like I said, this is all just fundraising basically.
Yep.
For sending people to Evo. So if you want to support the Discord more, we do have a bunch of donators so far actually. Just buy our stuff basically. These are basically teasers for the designs of the shirts. So do keep in mind, these are all like really zoomed in teasers.
If anyone guesses a single one of these, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, we might actually have a prize for someone if someone actually managed to guess some of these correctly. So do send in your best guesses here.
I definitely know which one I'm gonna get anyway. I haven't seen them all.
And send in all your suggestions. Actually, fun to see if anyone can guess what these designs are. These are really in snippets of the designs that we have in mind, and of course everything is branded with that awesome new challengers logo. Shout out to Quasimodo for
shout out
designing that logo for us and designing all of our other designs as well. He's been putting in proper shift to try and get these designs out for new challengers.
Yeah, so we've made all the designs on Teespring. The store is all, well, I think we've made the page. I don't know what date we're doing it on yet, but it is all ready to go, so expect to see an announcement in the next few days, next week.
Yeah, definitely the next week. Yeah, we'll have an announcement regarding these lovely wearable NCH branded stuff.
So yeah, go buy our shirts, send our guys to Evo, because that'd be cool. If we got an NCH guy
amazing
on stream, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, imagine an NCH guy on stream. Obviously not a high profile stream as this, obviously, with these amazing tournaments.
And I just got confirmation from Vinegar. Apparently the Teespring is going live on Sunday, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, this weekend. So keep an eye on the Discord this weekend. We do have a bunch of announcements basically regarding these. But yeah, do send your best guesses in, because it'll be fun to see if anyone can actually
I think one guy already got one of them. Which is arguably the easiest one, but still, I'm surprised someone got it. Anyway,
that's our secret teaser for this week. So do keep an eye out in the Discord this weekend, particularly on Sunday. I have a good feeling that's it's going to be a lot of news on Sunday. But anyway, the grand finals that you've all been waiting for, the run back Marixor is getting against Old Man Grump in grand finals. Can he get his revenge against Old Man Grump? Both of them ready, itching to go. Marixor's Old Man Grump's had a little bit of a break here. Marixor's had to really fight his way back out of losers, and he will need to get bracket reset if he wants to take the grand finals here.
You know what? If Old Man Grump wins this, I want to buy an Old Man Grump t-shirt.
Yeah, we might do an Old Man Grump t-shirt.
Do it like Capcom Pro Tour, he gets to pick whatever design he wants.
Send Old Man Grump to Capcom Pro Tour.
Oh god. What's the premier event for UK? Can we send Grump to EGX?
EGX, yeah, we can send him to EGX in Birmingham. Yeah, that's the UK CPT. But finally, grand finals here of Week 8 Underdog in the European regions. Marixor, like I said, run back against Old Man Grump. And Old Man Grump just starting his offense here, making liberal use of those low forward, trying and catch Marixor walking back. A lot of Bisons, actually a lot of charge characters, just in general, do tend to walk back a lot, and it's always good to stop their movement basically, and stop them from having to make them watch their toes with low forwards a lot of the time. But Marixor just out of range here. We saw in the beginning of the round they were both just out of range in their normals as well. Might have been both trying to do the odd whiff punish. Doesn't get the meaty of the fierce there. Blocked by Marixor, and the Aegis mix-ups begin. He does have one more, but it will be quite negative if he throws another one. And he just gets through with the EX Stomp, the blocked EX Stomp in V-Trigger, allowing him more pressure. You can't press buttons after that, remember, especially in V-Trigger, because it does allow him to continue his pressure. Old Man Grump not quite knowing the frame data in his V-Trigger.
Nice.
And that EX Inferno he's still throwing these Infernos.
I don't blame him, he's not really getting punished for them, so...
Yeah, he got a few punishes in the last set. See if he's as sharp on those in this one. Nice tick throw from Marixor. Will we see the EX headbutt come out here? And does catches him with the stomp. And it's only going to be a matter of time if he cracks under the pressure. And jumping back, allowing Old Man Grump all the space in the world. And but the double dash in, Old Man Grump getting baited into trying to stuff them. And gets a crush counter into closing out that first round. So Marixor, one game up ahead, but we've seen what Marixor being ahead has done in the last set, so you can never write Old Man Grump out of these. And starting off this second game, and Old Man Grump wanting to establish his range straight away. But this pseudo scissor kick loop from Marixor pushing Old Man Grump into the corner. Nice use of that EX Devil's Reverse to avoid that fireball, get the punish off as well. And using that Standing Light as an anti-air there. And both of them just kind of jumping at each other here.
Ooh,
not too much in the way of neutral gaming this round. The EX Headbutt, it was sort of baited out by Marixor, but it was finish.
Is it a bait if you don't punish it?
Yeah, it's it's only a bait if you're expecting it, right? So does get the full corner punish though from OMG, winning him the round just about, coming back from that life deficit.
Round 2. Fight.
And now the EX blast there, catching Old Man Grump in the air. And the Devil's Reverse, Old Man Grump not as sharp as stuffing out Marixor's aerial game, but in return Marixor not as sharp in baiting out these punishes, these headbutts rather, from Old Man Grump. But nice use of the blast, just catching that headbutt. And the EX Devil's Reverse always going to stuff out any aerial air-to-air. Using the scissors to get out of that jump in, not the quite an expensive way to get out of it, but it works anyway. No light hit confirmed from Marixor, could have confirmed to scissors there,
again.
and the headbutts coming out all over the place as we've seen in the last set. And he's got him in the corner here. Marixor with hardly any life. Target combo just catches him, finishing off that round. And now OMG bringing it back. Remember, OMG only has to win the one set, as he is does have the winner's benefit in these grand finals. Marixor does have to get a bracket reset. So Old Man Grump with the advantage. We'll see how Marixor can adjust. Nice use of that tiny heavy, does get the whiff punish there. Oh, that target combo not safe from Bison, but no punish from Old Man Grump. Not too much knowledge of the matchup there. And the EX Headbutt, no punish there from Marixor. These punishes these lack of punishes are really starting to cost him here, because he could have outputted a lot of damage and pressure off of them. And very strange interaction
that was
there with
so
that
weird.
heavy kick. Does get some sort of hit off it.
Yeah, that back heavy kick's so good for shutting down Devil's Reverse.
And I think he was trying to bait out an EX Headbutt there with that DX Stomp, but does still manage to get the throw. And now Marixor wanting to bring one back against OMG in this game. And jumps right into the air fireball. But Marixor, remembering that he does in fact have a V skill that was designed to beat fireballs, and eventually Old Man Grump allowing him in a bit closer to respect that V skill. But that whiffed headbutt right into the throw, into the sweep, which has worked almost every time. Toes after that back throw. And the EX Headbutt, no crush counter punish there. Definitely could have crush countered to make the use of his make the most of his damage. And no light hit confirmed, does get the stomp into the aerial though. And the EX Inferno doesn't quite get fully punished by OMG. And a slide whiff punish, very unconventional, but he's doing it with his dash throughs. He could have closed that out actually, but couldn't get his execution on point, and Old Man Grump made him pay for it, taking them through the final round in this game.
Still in it, come on OMG.
Still both of them in it, and
Ooh.
OMG now with another back throw in.
Do it again. Oh.
And now Marixor with his own back throw in return, getting his own meaty on, but stuffed out by the knee drop. And again another blocked, and he's letting far too many EX Headbutts go unpunished here.
It's alright, just take some nerfs and then you'll be okay. Extra 10 frames for recovery, I think.
And Aegis here does put him in under pressure, and he does get a throw off, and one hit from Old Man do it. But
Well, I
just drops his
think-
combo, and that's going to be fatal.
Yeah, he had 1 minute left, but I think he got hit during the startup and lost it. Quite hard, but it takes that game anyway. The dream is
he's-
still alive.
It's one more game left for OMG if he wants to take the tournament. Can Marixor bring it back into a bracket reset though? Marixor undoubtedly with an uphill battle to go, but can't write any contestants out, especially when they get crush counters like those. And he's making liberal use of the pressure. Old Man Grump reluctant to press buttons now because of that crush counter, and he's allowing Marixor to get in on his block from all sorts. Strange, I think that must have been an execution error there. Didn't manage to stuff any sort of jump in. And again, the neutral jumps from Old Man Grump, piling on the pressure. Does stuff out his EX headbutt with a jab though.
That was nice.
But Old Man Grump bringing it back. Those throws doing so much damage. And he's having no respect for those mix-ups. And can we see a closeout here from Old Man Grump? He does have the life lead, but Marixor just about and catches him with a headbutt.
Oh, the
Just
OMG
about.
special headbutt out of nowhere.
The headbutt out of nowhere.
Do you know what? Since I'm saying headbutt out of nowhere, like, can someone like Photoshop Randy Orton's face onto your in, please?
out of nowhere. But it is tournament point here for OMG. If he can close it out, he does take the tournament. And no hit confirmed there from into the Inferno, but gets hit by it anyway. And the tick throws here. Are we going to see an EX headbutt to escape? And the EX stomp. He wants to pile on that pressure now. He wanted to try and pursue that stun, but nice block from Marixor. That is unsafe if you block it, but the EX headbutt finally comes out, brings himself out of pressure. Is he going to get the throw? He is going to get the throw into the meaty sweep again. He is not paying attention when he's getting hit by those back throws, but does manage to get himself out of trouble into the meaty sweep of his own. No respect there.
What is
And
it?
very nice whiff punish there actually from Marixor to close out. Whiff punishing that crouching medium from OMG.
OMG though, coming into this last round of this game with full meter.
Full meter.
So
a lot of
that's
stuff
a
to work
minimum
with.
of 3 EX headbutts.
We all know what that's going to be spent on, and it's going to be EX headbutts, but those lunging normals crush countering very effectively. Not a full, not an optimal jump in combo there. Could have made the most of his damage. Does go for the wake up super, and that does hit.
Ooh.
But now not much super to make use of, and now with Marixor in full V trigger, is going to be piling on the pressure here. And that cross up devil's reverse isn't going to
V-trigger
cross him up.
We haven't seen much V-trigger Bison out of Marixor, and it's such an effective tool for Bison.
Yeah, not as much pressure as we would have seen, but the EX headbutt stuffing out, and one more hit from Old Man Grump will do it.
Tackle?
Oh, and the slide! Put the whole farm on the slide. That wouldn't have even been killed, but extremely unsafe for Marixor to slide at that range.
Can't
And Old
believe
Man
it.
Grump
He won.
does get a punish off the slide. It took only a few jabs, but he has done it. He has taken the underdog tournament in his first streamed performance.
What is going on? Shock Blast wins, then OMG. What is this timeline?
This is the strangest timeline that we're in.
All of the old guard, they're coming through to win before they move on.
But that is the intention of these tournaments. You do want to get people winning and then get people moving on into the... And he did do it. He has taken his first underdog tournament. And well done to both Old Man Grump and Marixor, both of them. Really hard fought sets there. Both of them. I think Marixor also had his fair share of very close sets. We can see with Jeremy in losers finals as well. Well done to Jeremy as well, who had a really hard fought battle. 2 Lauras and I think Marixor himself actually. And well done to everyone involved actually who played on stream.
Yeah. I think
Very
our
strong
top,
contenders,
it was
actually.
one of the best top threes we've had in a while, actually.
Yeah,
I was
and
very impressed.
and I saw a lot of consistency actually with a couple of notable contenders, and consistency in terms of, you know, fundamental stuff in terms of anti-airs, anti-air DPs. We saw Jeremy stuffing out a lot of Marisol's aerial stuff like really consistently. Yeah, some really good play actually.
Yeah.
From everyone involved actually. So really good top 8 this week. Hopefully we'll have all of them return in next week's the next underdog tournaments. But for everyone who has been participating in these tournaments, people who have been watching the streams, this is not just a sort of one-off tournament. This is a season of tournaments, and most importantly, they are held by the New Challenges Discord. Someone wants to put a link down in the chat. The New Challenges Discord is the group organizing all of these tournaments. We have underdog tournaments. That's tournaments for skill capped at Ultra Silver and below. We have tournaments for skill capped, I think, at Ultra Gold and below.
Yeah.
I think we have one next week actually for Europe.
Yeah, we do. I know. I'll talk a bit more about that, because if anyone didn't catch that announcement, I'm not hosting or I'm not streaming or organising Gold anymore, simply because obviously I'm doing the Reddit Street Fighter tournament now. So taking over our 0 to Ultra Gold tournament will be Fireproof Flame and Lightning Wolf. So if you have any questions basically about that tournament, they're your guys to go to. That tournament will be on the 26th, so that's a Wednesday. And I also think that tournament is now going bi-weekly instead of monthly, if all goes well. So that'll be more tournaments for EU people to compete in, especially for anyone who makes gold in the meantime.
Yeah, especially this season, especially for some more stuff for people to participate in. So it's always good to see that stuff sort of come through. Always some good stuff for our fellow Europeans to take part in, and the EU community is only getting bigger. So very healthy community there. So should we do one more plug for the t-shirts?
Do one more for the t-shirts and for the shows, because I think one of them is tonight.
Yeah, so if you see on the screen here, we've got the teasers of designs. These are super zoomed in little snippets of t-shirts that we are using Teespring to get new Challenger branded stuff. So you do get that fancy logo on the back collar with these full designs, which we will release at some point on the weekend. So do stay tuned on the Discord. That someone would have posted in the chat. Do stay tuned in the Discord over this weekend, because we will have a bunch of cool announcements regarding that. Also, the Beginner Breakdown show. We do have a bunch of Twitch shows. Beginner Breakdown is in, I'm not sure how many hours, but
9
I'm terrible at time zones, but 9 p.m. EST.
I think that's like 1 in the morning for EU, so anyone who's still awake maybe want to tune in.
Yeah, it's a Friday evening, so
stay up late, you can try and shout at you, don't worry. Unless you've had it, maybe do well.
But Beginner Breakdowns hosted by KZA and Encore, basically breaking down really in-depth replays sent in by people ahead of time. We've had loads of replays been sent in so far, so won't be able to get through all of them, but lower level players do get prioritized by Encore and KZA, and they'll really break down in depth, step by step, everything in whichever replays that you want to send. So the email address, I think, is in the announcements channel of the Discord, so just send them through to there. We've already got a bit of a backlog starting to build up with those replays. But this is a series, so it's not a one-off thing. These shows are all series. Other than that, we've got the Thunderdome as well.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to be able to watch it, unfortunately,
Thunderdome building up a lot of hype. A lot of people are excited for the Thunderdome.
but 2
We've
men
already got
enter,
contestants as well.
1
2 men enter,
leaves.
1
God,
leaves.
I'm so glad they went with that name.
Going for the full Thunderdome feel there, and the first one will be held. It will be the NA people having their shot at the King of the Hill style Thunderdome, and that will be tomorrow, I believe, at 8 PM EST. And then we'll have the EU counterparts. That's you guys. Whoever enters the Thunderdome will be fighting at midday on Sunday. So lots of friendly competition. I describe
No,
that as.
I hope people like play it on. You know, got to put
No,
on
but
a
there is a ton of hype behind that event. So this weekend is going to be really jam-packed actually. So beginner breakdowns later this evening, Thunderdome over the weekend over both regions, and a big announcement over new Challenger branded stuff.
I think that's everything.
Yep, that's everything we've got to offer this week.
Top
Do remember
stream.
this is week 8 of the season, and we've got a couple of more weeks to go. So if you've been watching, if you've not been participating, then where have you been? You can enter through that Discord link I've just posted in the chat, and everything will be in the schedules channel. Do feel free to ask any mods, any coaches, any member of staff, any more information about tournaments, and they'll be happy to help.
Nothing went wrong. This is
Nothing
one of the
went
best
wrong.
weeks in a while where nothing went wrong.
Yeah, this
No
week has been a technical
disconnects,
dream as well.
nothing. The worst thing, you were about half a second ahead on commentary. I don't know
there
why, but that
There
was
was a
it.
bit of delay between the visuals, but I'm sure you'll.
But I can live
there
with
was some
that.
really good play on display though
Yeah.
this week. Was really impressed by everyone involved. So well done to everyone who participated in this tournament. We had a lot of participants who made it further than they would expect as well. So that's always good to see.
Okay, I think that's all done then.
That's us done for this week of things. See you over the weekend as well. Plugged, and see you again very soon. We've got a stream very soon. So see you later. Thanks for watching.
Alright, see you around, guys.